What's going on, guys? I'm the Collector, and welcome back to building Exegol in Lego. We are week 4 now, and I think we have a really good week ahead of us. We're going to do some work on the stand, do some work on the terrain, and add a couple of cool building techniques into the mix. So I really hope you guys enjoy this episode, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And I do have some plans for the next couple of weeks, so remember to stay tuned for that, because it's going to be a pretty awesome series. We have some statues to build, we have some thrones to build, we have some characters to build. So it's going to be an awesome couple next week, so make sure you guys stay tuned, stick around, and hope you guys enjoy the episode. Update here. I have I've made a little system here with a net piece. So basically what you do is you take a net piece, you put a bunch of 1x1 tiles or studs in there, and basically stack them up and at different heights, and it makes this sort of arch look. I know it looks pretty rough right now. I have a lot of pieces going over, and somewhere in the middle here I have a white 1x1 piece sticking out. So I do have a little bit of work to do, but ideally, the plan for this is to go in the center here somewhere, preferably over here, near away from the throne where Rey and Palpatine will be, because I don't want it to be in the way of everything. I don't want to have it interfere with the mock, but I still want to have it part of the mock. And luckily, I have some parts to use with me taking the stands apart, because next episode, week 5, we're going to take apart the stands and work more on the hallway. So we're going to do more of a left side build next week, but basically this net piece will go somewhere in the center. It's kind of hard to pick up because, again, it's really unstable, but I'm going to go somewhere over here. I'm going to have to move the crack and rework the crack also, because it's pretty rough, and I have a Ninjago piece in there. But that is the plan for this. Just a little update quick before I I stop filming for the day, and then yeah, that's the plan. So also I'm going to do a little bit of work on the hallway. My plan for the hallway is, once I get more parts, probably in week 6, I will extend this space out. So I'll cut it off probably here and extend it out a little further. So I have room for here. And this is where, probably about to here, is where the Knights of Ren will be fighting Kylo Ren. And luckily, I do have my Knight of Ren and my Kylo Ren somewhere on my desk over there. So I do have some of the figures for this, and that's the plan for week 6. So a little bit of future insight on what's going to happen soon. But as of now, I'm just working on this. I spent literally like an hour and a half on this. It was pretty tough. There's a lot of little tiny pieces, and getting them to stay in one space is not very easy. But that is my little update for the night. I do have a good amount of updates to show you guys. So for one, we see the stands here. Now, I did make a lot of changes to the stands. I think I can show a reference photo on screen or something of the old stands, but I made a lot of changes. I first of all raised it 1 block to have the snot bricks on the bottom, so they go along the edge, and just raise it up 1 block. They give it more like depth. There was always something missing from the stands. I didn't know what it was, and I actually added. I got the idea from this section I made over here. So I think I explained, or I may have explained earlier, I don't know. But this is going to go right here, and then I made this little section right here to go right on the corner. So now these stands sort of go along this entire edge. I'm actually working on a 3rd stand. It's going to go like somewhat over here. So we're going to have a lot of stands. If that doesn't work, I may move the pit and just put it over here, which I also think looks pretty nice, but I'm working on a 3rd stand. And I got the idea for the big stand from this little stand right here where I did the snot brick. This is one of the best parts of the mock so far, I think. I just like the texture. I like the techniques I use. I like the curved look it has on the end. This did take me a good 2 hours to design. I did it all on stream. And it will be streaming building this tonight also, because I'm streaming for 25 days straight. So that's not straight, but I'm streaming every single day for 25 days. I think that's a little better worded. But it looks pretty good. It's I'm still making changes to each one, but the overall main stand looks really, really nice. I added pillars at the back, and this is basically the final product. Now, I know I said, an episode or 2 ago that I was done with the stands, but then I had a big revelation. I realized that I could do a lot more with the stand. I didn't like the look of it, and I wanted to expand the stands. So that's what I did. So I almost doubled the size of the stands overall with adding 2 different more sections. And I'm actually in the process right now of working on this section. So during the stream tonight, I'll be streaming for about an hour to 2 hours, and I will be building this right here. So I will have a little time lapse from the stream and just some clips and highlights from the stream of me building, so you guys can see the progress. But other than that, I haven't done much other than I implemented the little, framework, or not framework, little like crumpled up, I don't know what it is, just the mound of the ground, I guess, with the net piece So you guys saw in the last clip I did the net technique, and it looks really nice. I think it looks pretty decent. I also put these little tiles in here. I don't know if I'm going to keep these. I just did it for fun. My plan is to hopefully maybe get some other one by one studs and put them in between. But I don't know if I want that. But the little path is leading up to Palpatine's throne, so you can see it's sort of like giving that look. But I have to go back and reference photos and look at the final duel to see if it's accurate like that. But I just thought it would add a little more. But we are gonna have to work on the terrain in next couple episodes. But we got that done. We got some of the edge work on the throne done, and then we got the big stand done, and we have working on 2 little sections of these stands. So a good little progression of work, I guess. All right, guys. So I've made tons of progress since the last time I had the camera, which was yesterday. And now I said I was gonna film the live stream, but sorry I didn't. But we're just gonna go over the things I have done so far. Now, first, quick note: I've actually finished the platform for the stand. So around the edges, it is complete. Has some wear and tear on it. Looks nice. I may have to find a little, do a little edge work over here. But it's kind of hard with the slants in the bricks, so I have to figure out what to do there. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. And now we can finally, hopefully next week, start building the actual throne. So that should be pretty fun. And then also, I got a lot of work on these stands done. So I did finish this stand right here. This is the stand I said I was going to work on. And so now we have these 2 little stands complete. And I'm thinking of making some different, like, changes to them. I don't know. Because I did make a big change, you can see. So this stand, the original stand we made, is actually a lot bigger now. So let me move these out of the way. And this thing got a lot bigger. I raised it up, like, almost double the height. I put some more, I made it more, very flush and, looks good. There's still some work to be done. I still have to raise these 1 stud, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. And I really am proud of the progress I've made on this stand so far. Now, again, like I said before, there is still some work to be done on the edges. This side looks almost pretty much done, but there's still some work to do. And one of the problems I am facing now is that I designed these little stands right here to be size compatible with the old stand. Now, that is a problem because now I have 2 other mini stands that don't go quite well together. But this one over here, not so much, but this one over here, maybe I'll be able to work with because, there is some correlation between the size because this one is raised 2 studs, while these both other ones are both raised just 1 stud. So there may be some room to work here with this one, but I will definitely have to consider what to do with this smaller stand. But in other words, I'll have to figure out what I want to do with this. But this is one of the final designs we'll see. Now, I didn't plan on honestly I didn't plan on reworking the stands until earlier this episode, and I'm really glad I did. There is still, like I said before, there is still some work to be done on this. I do have to fix the edging down here. Actually, I'm gonna fix that right now because it's bugging me. But there's just some gaps in between there. Because again, these were made for the older version and I took them off too, which kind of messed it up. But again, there's some work to be done, so I will keep you guys updated as I go. I have another live stream tonight where I will be working on this exact section. And just one more update before we leave. I did do a little more work on this little ground thing. All I'm doing right now is taking out the larger plates, like these 1x4s and maybe this 2x2. These things just don't go well with the whole look of the build. And I also have some work to do with these studs in the center because some of these are looking pretty funky. So other than that, it looks pretty good. And again, I'll keep you guys updated on what I do. I also made mini kits. Thank you to Squidman for sending me the designs. I made some mini kits to put in the mock for the Easter eggs after. So I have 3 so far. One's actually complete. The other 2 are a work in progress. But this will be going somewhere in the mock. I think what I'll do, since actually over here, this section can't open up. Well, okay, it would be able to open up before. I think I may have modified it. But I might put it, somewhere like behind the stands like this sort of. And if it was like that, just have it sitting like back there. Some little fun Easter egg thing. I don't know. But I thought it was a really fun idea. So I built a mini kit and we can put it in the mock. If you don't know what a mini kit is, it's from the Lego store. It's a complete saga. But all right, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to try and lay in this little section. So we are going to have to move some of these plates out of the way to be able to access this. So basically, you just place it in there. and just sort of fidget it around until it stays. Now there's a certain direction every single plate goes. Let's move this camera a little better. You basically just align them all until it should just all match up into a giant square, and then you just sort of push down the ones that aren't supposed to stick out as much, and then that 1x3 is kind of annoying. And you just all stick them all in, basically. Some of the studs get stuck in there, so you just sort of manage around, and then just basically like this. Let's see, this plate is giving us some trouble. Yeah, and something just like that, and then you just place this back in there, and then all the plates are set in place, and now we have the stand set up, so it looks pretty nice. They're a lot smaller on camera, and I really don't like it. They look a lot smaller in person, or on camera, than they actually are in person. It kind of bugs me, but yeah. So there we have some terrain done, and it looks pretty nice. Sorry about the mess, but I'm actually working on the back section of the mock, so this is going to go right back here on this line, and I actually did a little work on the pit too. I don't know if I showed that in the last clip. I feel like I may have. And so I'm working on this, and I need to raise it up one more layer, and that should be able to go in the correct spot. But I also, the main part of it is this black rock structure, and this is going to signify a couple different things. First of all, where they got the supplies for the actual stand. So you see all these black sections on the stands. This is supposed to be like, indication of where they got it from, but there is maybe some problems with it. Now, first of all, I don't know if it's going to be able to fit back here along with the statues, because I do have a statue planned to go right here and right here. I don't know if it's going to get in the way, because I do have to round it off. It can't just stay like this, because you're going to be seeing it at this angle, so it has to be rounded off somehow, and it's going to be kind of tough fitting everything in there. So I'm going to have to maybe put it in there or not. I don't know. I may just end up going the route where I take this off and just have a gray back, and then, just look like everything else. But I thought it'd be kind of cool. Now, there's also an alternative where I can just add it on like this side where nothing will really be. It's just going to be an open side. So I could always do that. But that's really what I'm trying to figure out right now. And if we actually just sort of move this stuff around, we can see what it's going to look like when it's placed in. So if I just push this back a little bit, we can place this. Oh, well, it just broke. That's also one thing too. It is fairly delicate. No, I don't know how this... There we go. So it goes like that. And it should go something like this. I think I do have to extend it. And actually, it's good. So it should go something like this. And the stand will be tilted up and put right there. And then we have another stand about right here. And then these statues right here and right here. So I may have to do some work. Even if I did keep, I may have to do some work on editing it and slimming it down or something like that. But for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. And it's not like shown in the movie or anything. But I think it, adds a little bit to the mock. Obviously, this mock is not 100% accurate because it's scaled down by like 1,000, but it is a good representation of what happens on Exegol. We also can't see a lot in the movie. It's a very dark place, and there's not a lot around. So that is the plan for this. But I'm actually going to live stream, and I will have a little time lapse going to see any building progress. I don't know how much progress I'm able to make because I don't have that many parts left. So I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll see what we can complete this live stream. Alright guys, well that's it for week 4 of building Exegol and Lego. I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We definitely had a really good week building wise. We got a lot done, especially on the stands. So this will be the part 2 of these stands. I know I did a couple of things in the video that weren't related to the stands, but for the most part it's focused around the stands and making the stands look better. So we got a lot of awesome work done. I'm really happy, and we made good progress, I think. So can't wait for next week, and I really hope you guys are excited also. Get pumped up. It's gonna be an awesome next couple weeks. And once the mock, we're nearing completion of the mock. We still have a lot of work to do, but we are in the area of being able to have it actually look like Exegol. So it's nice to see, and we definitely have a lot of cool things to come up in the future. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, and it should be an awesome series. After Exegol, we'll be building the Night Buzzard also. And then after that, we'll have the entire mock complete. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, a good week. Got a lot done. And I really can't wait for next week. So got to make some bricklink orders, though. So I'll go ahead and do that. But that's all I got to say for now. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.